What's good with y'all, man? It's CTZ, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on how to run the best 5-out freelance in 2K21 this year. Alright y'all, so really quick before we break it down, I'm gonna go over the main principles and the lineup that you want to run this with. This offense, this 5-out freelance offense, works really well when you have one slasher surrounded by multiple shooters. 3 the minimum in my preference, 3 to 4. 3 or 4 is like perfect. 4 is better, but 3 is the minimum. The reason being is if you go 5-out and you have 2 guys that can't shoot, then he has 2 guys that he gets sag off of and help off of, and that just leads to paint sitting, and it's just mad annoying. So if you pay attention to my gameplays, sometimes I'll take out players that are supposed to start for bench players just because the bench player could actually shoot way better compared to that starter. For example, this works really well for a guy like the Kings, for example. De'Aaron Fox is surrounded by Buddy Hield, Tyrese Haliburton, and Harrison Barnes for me. And then the only guy that can't shoot, that doesn't have the ball, would be Hassan Whiteside. Other good slashes that this works well for are like Ben Simmons, the Giannis's, and LeBron type of players. So this video is going to consist of 3 major parts. First is short and brief. It's just going to be how to set it up. The next 2 sections after that are going to be 2 different ways that I use this 5-out freelance. And we'll get right into it right now, y'all. Alright y'all, so to set this up is really simple, y'all. Before the game starts, before the tip off, you just want to pause the game really quick, go to your offensive settings right here, the 3rd tab, select on that, and you want to make sure this right here, coach settings, go to adaptive engine, coaching engine, and if it says anything but off, you want to change that to off. The reason being is you don't want the CPU, the coach, to make changes to your offenses and defenses. You want to be in control of the team the entire game. Then you want to scroll down to freelance 1, press X or A, and scroll all the way right here, a couple slots down, to Hawks 2018. This is the best hands down freelance in 2K21 this year, and it was the best freelance for me too last year in 2K20. A lot of people already know this, but I'm gonna break it down for y'all and how I use this freelance. Next, you want to go slide right over to the left into play selection, and all you want to make sure you have is pass and screen away. Right here I have all my favorite plays set up for my favorite playbook. If you haven't already tapped in with that tutorial, I'll leave it right here for y'all. Make sure y'all tap in with that. But back to the video, all you need is pass and screen away, and to get that you just press X on one of these slots, and it's this one right here. It's about the 10th one down, pass and screen away. Make sure you hit X on it so it shows up on your favorite plays. That's how you set up this 5-out Hawks 2018 freelance. Alright, so the first way to score is just by calling 5-out, pass and screen away, and then just literally rim running, y'all. And the best way to rim run in this game is the speed boost. And if you don't know how to do that or dribble, I'll leave my tutorial right here in the top of the screen for y'all. Make sure you're tapping with that because you guys will need that in order to do this. Alright, so how you set it up is once you get the ball, your first possession, whether you win the tip or not, once you get the ball, you want to hit left on the D-pad. Then right here on the right side of your screen where it says offensive game plan, this little menu is going to pop up. Then you're going to want to hit L1 where you see freelance sets. Once you hit those 2 buttons, left on the D-pad and then L1, your Hawks 2018 should be there as long as you set it up properly before the game, before the tip-off starts. Then you want to equip it obviously by pressing X. And then now we'll get into how to really score out of it. So how to score out of it, y'all, is you want to press L1, have your favorite menu, favorite plays pop up. Then you should have your pass and screen away somewhere in here, wherever you put it based on the settings. For me, it's always square, just so that it's always easy and it's based off of memory. And once you hit pass and screen away, y'all, you'll see right here, they literally space the floor out and really nice and wide. So this is like the perfect offense for a guy like De'Aaron, for a slasher basically. Any rim running point guard or position, whoever it is, Ben Simmons, Giannis, all those type of players, this is the perfect offense for it. And as I was saying earlier, the best way to score out of this is 5-out and speed boost. As you see right here, boom, we get a speed boost, blow by, easy 2 all game long. All right, so right here again, we're gonna do it again, same thing, 5-out. We space the floor properly. We have all this floor to work with, and we go to work with De'Aaron Fox with the speed boost. Now I like to change up my looks. Instead of just running by him and going for a dunk, I'll throw in this cheesy spin dunk right here. Bam. He actually having to get a fake animation and having to get this block. I don't know how. I should have got the 2 points right here, but y'all get the point, y'all. All right, y'all, so right here is another example where we get a nice speed boost animation into a cheesy spin dunk, y'all. Here it is, speed boost right by our man into a cheesy spin dunk for the easy 2, y'all. All right, here we go again. I'm gonna just keep showing y'all different examples, different looks of how I score out of my 5-out Hawks 2018 pass and screen away right here. This one I did the other move. If you tapped in with my dribble tutorial, I did the move where I run him into a screen. Obviously there's no screen on this, but it got Dame Lillard like stumbling on his feet. Then I immediately did a speed boost animation and went straight to the cut because of that beautiful freelance 5-out spacing, y'all. Alright, so now obviously if you're playing a decent enough opponent, he's not going to continue to let you just 5-out him and just let you run to the rim. He's going to start to off ball or double team or do something to change it up, obviously, because he's not going to want to let you keep scoring the same exact way. This is a situation where he tries to send a double team to me and throw me off. However, he decided to double with Cantor, and then if any of your players are wide open, left wide open like this, they're going to majority of the times cut to the rim. So right here, this is why it's beautiful to have a free 5-out freelance offense, because if you look, Hassan's already cutting, and if he wants to take this pass away or step up with him, I can either kick it out to Tyrese, who's a shooter, and I actually like shooting with him, like I'm okay with shooting with him, or you could just go up with Hassan Whiteside, whatever the defense, whatever he doesn't give up. So right here, obviously I decided to go up because I had the mismatch and position on him right there. Here it is again, bam, wide open pass to Hassan diving down to the rim. All defense. Right here, he's going to decide to off ball with the center. This is what a lot of players will like to do. So right here, as we see, he sends a double with Cantor, which leads to Harrison wanting to cut because he left him wide open. And most of the time, like I said earlier, your players will cut if they're left wide open. Bam, he cuts. We get the easy dunk. Boom, for the easy 2, y'all. Alright, so we just went over the first way of how to score, and it was more with a slasher, and where you just call pass and screen away and have that full 5-out in effect and just go crazy to the rim. Now this is the second way I like to use my 5-out freelance, and it's in the pick and roll situation. You can do this with your slasher, but I also like to do this with my best shooter of my team, whichever team I'm using. Alright, so here's an example of where we do a pick and roll with a slasher, and it's just this freelance is, like I said, has so much spacing that it's hard to help and leave the shooters. And as you can see in this example right here, we go with Hassan and Harrison Barnes, and I believe we get a lob. Yep, and we get a lob right there because he doesn't help. He tried to play it straight up, and we'll play it back again one more time for y'all. Right here, I call for a screen, hold L1, I go right off of it, and as obviously you just got to read the defense at this point, have some good feel for the game, and he steps up with Gobert, so I throw a lob straight to Hassan. Just to give you guys context, before this play, before when we had the ball, Buddy Hield had just hit a 3. So right now my opponent is thinking like step up, and he's respecting Buddy Hield's jumper basically. So now we're going to the rim on this because off the screen right here, he decided to go over, so which left us a wide open lane to the rim, and we get the easy and 1 bucket. Here it is again, where we are in a situation where Buddy Hield gets an almost screen with Hassan Whiteside. He doesn't step up. This, if he wasn't blinking red, y'all see if y'all look closely at his under him, he's blinking red, so he's tired, so I believe he misses this. Yeah, but if you look though, y'all, like if you're using and Buddy Hield's only like a 78 overall. If you're using a guy like Steph Curry or Trae Young, someone who can shoot off the dribble, like this is so much space, and this is knocked down as long as you know your release. All right, here we go again with another pick and roll situation with Buddy. This one, I believe, yeah, so this one he goes under the screen. He goes under the screen, and he left Buddy wide open for another 3-ball. In this one, we happen to green it, even though he was blinking red. We'll play that back in full speed again for y'all. So off the screen, here we go again. I like the speed boost, and just read the defense, y'all. He obviously, like I said, went under, so a quick stop, into a 3-ball. All right, here we go again, running it back with Buddy Hield and Hassan Whiteside. Bam, right here. So right here, as you can see, Cantor goes over the screen. Whenever that happens, I usually like to attack and go to the rim and then read the hedge guy, which is right now Damian Lillard, and he stepped up, and as you see right here, this is an easy lob or pass to Hassan Whiteside or whoever your center is diving down to the rim. Alright y'all, so if you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna reward y'all with a bonus, and the bonus is sending your players on a back cut, y'all. And how you do that is you hold triangle down and then quickly tap L1 to cancel it out. The reason you want to do this is because if they're not open on the back cut, you don't want to be forced to pass it to him. If you just hold triangle down, he's gonna cut, but you're gonna have to pass once you let go of triangle. Whereas if you tap L1 and cancel it out, he'll still send him on a back cut, but you don't have to pass it if he's not open. And I like to do this, I don't spam this a lot. I only like to do this when, say, I go to the rim or I try to do something and it's late in the shot clock, there's only a couple seconds left, and I like to do this once I get in the paint and I'm stuck. I just back out and send my teammates on a back cut because of all the floor space. As you see right here, I'm gonna back up towards Hassan Whiteside and send him on a back cut. And as you saw right there, that favorite plays menu popped up for a quick second because as I was holding on triangle, I tapped L1 really quick to cancel it out. He still goes on a back cut. Bam, he's wide open for an easy dunk. Alright y'all, man, I hope y'all enjoyed my 5-out freelance tutorial. If you have any questions, concerns, or whatever you have in your head, comment it down below. I'll try to help y'all out to the best of my ability. And let me know if y'all want any more tutorials, man. I got y'all. I'll put y'all on as much game as possible. But alright then y'all, that is going to wrap up this video. Hope y'all dig it. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button as we are on the road to 600 subs. It's completely free and it'll make my day. And as always, I appreciate every single one of y'all and much love.